Let us promote your brand, product, service, or business on air, online, on web. We can reach an audience that no other local radio can reach. Broadcasting on 98.8 FM and nationally and globally online. For more information, visit us now, spicefm.co.uk.
Spice FM. Spice FM. Sick of the same old radio sound? Then you need vibrant radio. Spice up your life. Spice FM 98.8 FM.
Good morning, listeners. Welcome to our weekly radio show on Spice FM. And as you can probably tell, this week, sadly, I am without Jeffrey, otherwise known to you as Jaff. And so it's just me. You've got me for the next sort of 15 minutes or so, and then I'm going to hand off to the magical Martha and the desperate Dan. No, not quite. The dynamic Dan, that would be Dan, who's our wonderful brand director. Okay, let me just share with you my slides and let's get the show on the road, if that's all right. So, welcome. You're listening to Ammar without Jaff on our weekly radio show right here on Spice FM. And each week we bring you some news, views, and one or two clues from the business world. Whether you have an existing business, want to start a business, or just talk business, we can help. We can help, and we do help. And the sun is shining. Everyone is winning. Maybe not, but the world is a peculiar place. So this week, what are the headlines? So headlines: government resignations. So who is staying and who is going? Let's just check this out. The headlines, sadly, this is incredible. Shinzo Abe, 67, has died in hospital after being shot while giving a speech at an event in Western Japan. That is so, so sad. Whilst I did not know him personally, he was a very significant leader, and that is incredibly sad, incredibly sad. Gosh, that wasn't the news that I was looking to share with you, but let's just have a look at what's going on in politics. So Tory MPs, so this is from the BBC news site, Tory MPs are jockeying for position in the race to succeed Boris Johnson after the Prime Minister quit as Tory leader following a dramatic cabinet mutiny. Tom Tugendhat is the latest MP to enter the leadership battle, joining Attorney General Suella Braverman and Brexiteer Steve Baker, who have shown interest. Mr. Johnson plans to stay on as PM until a replacement is found by the autumn. Opposition parties and some Tories want him to leave now, but he has appointed a new cabinet lineup. One newly appointed minister, Education Secretary James Cleverly, said there was no need to appoint a caretaker leader, as some Tories have suggested. Sir Geoffrey Clifton Brown, the treasurer of the 1922 Committee of Backbench Tory MPs, said, in an ideal world, Deputy PM Dominic Raab would take over for a few weeks, but that ship has sailed. We must now live with the fact that Boris Johnson will be Prime Minister until a successor can be voted on. So let's what now? A timetable for the Tory leadership race is due to be confirmed next week, and the new Prime Minister is expected to be in position by September. The Labour Party has threatened to try and unseat the PM immediately through a vote of no confidence, although this would need considerable support among Conservatives to succeed. Labour's Deputy Leader Angela Rayner told the BBC, the fact he's trying to cling on for the next couple of months is completely unacceptable. The chairman of the Commons Foreign Affairs Committee, Mr. Tugandar, launched his leadership bid by writing in the Daily Telegraph on Friday, promising tax cuts and new energy and ideas for government. I have served before in the military and now in Parliament. Now I hope to answer the call once again as Prime Minister, said the former soldier, who has been a prominent critic of Mr. Johnson. Attorney General Ms. Braverman has already confirmed she will stand, while former Brexit Minister Mr. Baker said he was seriously considering running after being asked by people to do so. Sajid Javid, the former Health Secretary, and Transport Secretary Grant Shapps, who both revolted against Mr. Johnson, are also considering putting their hats into the ring, the BBC has been told. Others tipped to run include Foreign Secretary Liz Truss, former Chancellor Rishi Sunak, Defence Secretary Ben Wallace, and ex-Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt. Crazy week, crazy week. What else is going on in regards to the cabinet, and why is this relevant for us and the whole country? Because actually this is what and how and who our democracy and country is run. So it's an incredibly important topic for us to consider on our show business. What else is going on? Well, in the news, the NHS app to offer video consultations by 2024, and hospital admissions with COVID likely to rise further, says Health Chief. I've noticed and noted that there have been a significant increase in COVID-related cases, and certainly a number of people have been impacted, and it's what's particularly important is that we remain conscious and conscientious of the fact COVID still is with us and can have an incredible impact on our lives and our livelihoods. So be careful. This week I've been wearing the face mask quite a bit in particular areas and in places and spaces with other people. So business topic of the week. So as part of our regular activity and our accelerator program, so we deliver the best, foremost innovative programs that exist, business support. So pre-accelerator, think you've got an idea, how do we take your idea and formulate a plan? Accelerator, so you've launched a business, now how do you accelerate its growth? Scale, you've got a business that's been growing for quite some time, how do you once again scale that business, recognizing that all organizations and individuals reach a ceiling? And innovation, so for the last few years we've been working with the NHS, their innovation pathway, and have developed a series of accredited qualifications that enable individuals and organizations to fix things or make them better. So innovation is all around adding value. So you either have an organizational challenge, so whether you're a restaurant or a car dealer, takeaway owner, you're a solicitor, you're an accountant, you're a radio station, and you think to yourself, okay, I now need to look at doing things slightly differently. Is there a mechanism for me to do that? And the simple answer is yes, because we've developed a framework that gives you all of the tools, so the tool set. We support you in developing the skills to use that tool set. But more importantly, we help you to develop your confidence, your competence, and your capability. So your mindset. So it's your mind that holds you back. And we've developed all of this approach in a framework, and you can access it. And on the 19th of July, we're going to be delivering a lunchtime innovation ignition session for you to come along and learn more. Really exciting, really incredible program. We've taken the best bits from MIT, Babson, Amazon, Facebook, various accelerator programs, various scale programs, bundled them all together, mixed them up, and made sure over the last 20 years, so 20 years we've been delivering programs. And now we are confident that we have the best program in the world that can help you realize your ambitions and raise your aspiration. So to success. So why wouldn't you do that? And this week, as part of our program, we've been supporting people on how to pitch. So the key to a successful pitch is the story. Every time you pitch someone, be it an investor or a client, it's about crafting the right story that attracts interest and triggers emotions. Here are 6 things to think about when planning your pitch. Pick the right audience. So figure out the type of investors to approach. Would you suit angel investors, venture capitalists, crowdfunding, or another kind of investment? Know who you are approaching and design your presentation to appeal to their goals and needs. Tell a story. So craft your pitch like you might create a storyboard for a movie with a beginning, a middle, and an end. What is the problem? And how does your company solve the problem? Show how this investment round will take your business to a much higher valuation. As author of this story, make it a page turner with a tightly crafted plot and an exciting conclusion. Be yourself. If you're starting or expanding your business, you probably wake up every morning excited to take on the day. Communicate that passion to potential investors. What is the big potential of your business? Describe how you'll shake up the industry and do things differently. What's your special sauce? Don't make it too complicated. The keep it simple, stupid, or KISS principle certainly applies to raising money. Develop a pitch that a kid in your neighborhood could understand. A good business concept solves a basic need that everyone can comprehend. If you don't have that 30-second, easy to understand pitch, you're probably not ready to raise money. Keep timelines tight. Setting a time frame for the fundraising process might seem scary. What if you don't raise any money during the 6-month window that you have set? You might fear failure, but that tight frame is your friend in many ways. A deadline gives investors a reason to seal the deal. Having one set date to close with multiple investors can simplify the contracts process and reduce legal fees. Explain the exit and reward strategy, and you may love your business and not want to think about leaving it behind someday, but your investors will not be in that position. They want to envision what the end of their relationship with the company could look like for them. View your business as investors do. Describe concretely how they'll get their money back, compounded and multiplied. clearly show that your goal is their success. And that is business topic of the week. I'm going to leave the rest for now because the wonderful, dynamic Dan is here.
Morning, Ammar. How are you?
Good morning, Dan.
Good, good.
How are you?
I'm really good. I'm feeling SME green today.
It's looking very good. I'm
yeah.
liking it. It's wonderful. Yeah, I like that approach. Well done.
That's great. And just if you were wondering, Ammar, if you are still working from home as a business or running your business from home, you can get a really good low-cost option here with us at the SME Centre of Excellence in Ponteland.
Well done. And I suppose lots of people don't understand or appreciate what that is or what that means. So did you want to say a little bit more about that? Or?
Yeah, certainly do. So essentially, there's a lot of reasons why it's a bad idea to use your own personal address for your business. And separating out your business from your family and your home life is a wise thing to do. You know, in terms of a prestigious address, a high street address, it's very credible for your customers. There's also, you know, the lack of visibility of where you live to potential people coming looking for you when you don't want them to be looking for you and disrupting your private time. So as much as the registered office is a great option, alongside that, within the package, we run postal service. So it's a fantastic option for postal deliveries to a professional address where we can run a scanning service for you and send you through your mail, or you can drop in and pick it up yourselves and say hello to us. But I guess the biggest beneficial option of this this package is really around how cost effective it is. You can pay a lot of money for this type of service, and we don't believe that that is the right use of your money. We know that you know, potentially as a solopreneur, entrepreneur, you know, even a larger size business, you need to keep your costs within reasonable limits. And we certainly think that our option is a really good one. So if you are interested, please pop onto our website at smecofe.com and have a look at our registered and virtual office packages.
Amazing. No, thank you for that. And I suppose that's a really helpful explanation you know, in regards to the benefits of having a separated address, because you know, even from a technical point of view, Dan, there is the impact of running a business from home on your insurance, on your mortgage, on a, you know, there's lots of things. People don't know what they don't know, and they don't realize that they're prohibited or prevented from sort of running any type of business from home, never mind a trading or a professional service. And it can impact things like council tax, and you know, there's a whole range of technical reasons why you wouldn't. There's also that thing that you mentioned, the privacy side of things. You know, you don't want people turning up at your house ultimately. So why would you? You know, as in you're sat there and you've dispatched something and someone didn't like it, and the way that the whole world is turned so impatient and everything else, you don't want someone banging on your door. You know, and going, oh, right, well, and you're like, well, this is my home. It's like, well, it's your business address. And it's like, well, actually, it's not. And then having post delivered, managed, you know, someone sort of giving you that professional, all right, it's a professional business center, you know, it's a virtual address. You can then use the offices as you need them, should you need them. There's a reception, there's a boardroom, there's meeting rooms, there's all of these things. So all of a sudden, you're stepping up the perception and the impression of your business, and it's like such a competitive price. You know, I think it's like sort of 40% less than the next package, you know, as in it's just crazy. The question is, why wouldn't you do it?
Absolutely. And what's startling about when we recently did a little bit of a study of businesses in the area, the local area, I think we came up with something like 300 and odd that were registered just in the last couple of years alone and still running from their own home address. Staggering.
Well, look, if you're a plumber, if you're a joiner, if you're a tradesman, of course, you know, you give out your mobile number, you've got a van, that's your office, so to speak. But actually, why wouldn't you give a professional address? Put it on a website. You can create websites, you can do the marketing. I mean, there's a range of services that you lead on, Dan, which are transformative and they're so cost effective. The return that anybody would get is like tenfold. It's incredible. It's incredible. Yeah. I need to teleport out of here for now. So I'm hoping that you're going to continue to do this. You look a bit like James Whale, now that I think about it.
That's not a compliment.
Is it not? I used to love watching James Whale.
Well, he was good. He was good. I'm just thinking from the aesthetic perspective. You know, he was a.
All right, sorry, you look like Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's better with the personality of James Whale.
All right.
Fantastic. That's no bother. So over and out, Ammar. Take care.
All right.
Thank you for that.
Take care.
See you soon. Okay, so I'm hoping that I will get partnered by the marvelous Martha at some point in the rest of the show, and I'm going to try and share some more of the presentation that we were previously looking at, just to kind of keep things moving along swiftly. So if I can just get it onto my presenter view, and then I will share my screen. So bear with me 1 second. So as I was saying, there's lots of interesting things going on this month, and we're going to just give you a few dates to consider for your diary in order to help you get through this month. Let me just see where I am with this presentation. So if I pop that on there, and then sorry, everyone, having tech issues here. Martha, are you here?
I am here, yes.
Okay. Martha, do you just want to just let us know about some of the customers that have been coming in to use the SME services in terms of the registered and virtual offices and some of the feedback you've had on it? I'm just going to get this presentation sorted out.
Okay. I start. We've got a lot of customers. So I mean, we've got customers everywhere, from people who've got roofing services to environmental consultancies who use our virtual office services. They're popping in and out, collecting post, saying hi, which is lovely. We also have people coming in to use the boardroom, which I really enjoy, because there's not many other women in the office, and so when we sometimes get female founders of companies using the boardroom, so that increases the gender ratio quite a lot, which is great. But yeah, no, that's really nice to have people in and out of the office, just to collect their post. We've got loads of Northern Insight magazines that we try to give out to our customers. So if you want one, come and drop down and say hi. We've also got tea and coffee, so feel free. Just come out and find more. We're always happy to chat, talk about what we're doing. We've always got loads of stuff on, loads of contacts with people, which Dan, I'm sure, will talk about all the events that we've got going on once he set up his presentation.
Yeah.
Which is hopefully almost there.
Can you see that, Martha?
Yes, that's it.
Great. Okay, so we've done the headlines and the business topic of this week, and I am now going to give you a few dates to consider for your diary. So recently there's been some extremely bad storms, weather and flooding in Bangladesh, in the Sylhet area, in the Sylhet region. And we've been approached by the Newcastle Bangladeshi Association, who are extremely concerned about the conditions that people are living with in Bangladesh right now. And there's been something like 4 million people affected by this most recent weather event, which has been absolutely horrible. And I don't think that Bangladesh has seen flooding like this for around 112 years, so I'm told, and really, really bad experience there in terms of the weather. Lots of people really badly affected. So as you can imagine, any sort of aid or relief that people can receive is we're highly grateful for. And the Newcastle Bangladeshi Association has put together a fantastic evening, collaborating with over 50 restaurants across the north and northeast, northwest, really spread quite far and wide. But I'm sure that there will be one South Asian restaurant of your choice near you taking part in this appeal, which is happening actually not on the 18th to 24th of July, but it's happening on the 20th of July to be specific. And within that that evening, if you actually go out and you purchase a South Asian meal, a tandoori, curry, something from one of these restaurants which are publicized on the ABC website, you can find that your money from that meal will be donated. Every proceed possible from those 50 restaurants on the 20th of July will be donated towards the appeal for the Bangladesh flood relief. So get out there, and whether it's your lunchtime snack or your evening meal, you can be safe in the knowledge that the proceeds from that day on the 20th of July will be for the Newcastle Bangladeshi Association flood appeal.
And I would just say, don't think that there won't be a restaurant near you that's taking part, because we've got the full list on the ABC website. And I'm just glancing at it now. There's restaurants in Durham, Cramlington, Newcastle, Ponteland, Morpeth, Hexham, Corbridge, Darlington, North Shields, South Shields, Whitley Bay. There's definitely somewhere near you. So check out our website. It's linked right at the top of the page, and get yourself booked in.
So guys, that's the 20th of July. That's a Wednesday. Fantastic opportunity. Get out there and do some good for people who are really struggling right now, and enjoy your food at the same time as feeling good about eating it. Moving on quite swiftly to Yola, Strive to Thrive. So Yola is an experiential learning suite of qualifications that we have put together based on the experience that the SME has in delivering fundamentally the highest quality business programs to varying degrees of size of business, whether they are pre-trading, incubator type businesses that are really small startups, but really growing quickly, growth companies, those that are wanting to scale their business, and potentially others who are looking for investment or ways to exit their business. The SME programs have taken years of development. They're the finest, highest level caliber business acumen programs that you can expect to receive. And we've taken that knowledge and inspiration, and we have driven all of those resources into Yola. So Yola is just in its infancy. It's about to start. It's going to be really big. And we are running concurrently a series of innovation ignition sessions where you can ignite your innovation power. And essentially, the word innovation means to fix things or make them better. So if your business is struggling, if you've got an idea or a challenge that you need to overcome or test, Yola is the type of program that you need to get on board with. Ammar Mirza, CB, is going to be delivering the secrets to ignite your organization's innovation power. And that's on Tuesday, the 19th of July. It's a virtual session between 12 and 1 p.m. and we're expecting quite high numbers. There's a limit on seats, but if you would like to know more, please visit the Yolla website at yolla.com and sign up there for the next Innovation Ignition session. Martha.
Yes, I think you summarised that perfectly. Don't really have much to add.
Will you be joining us for Yolla, Martha, or are you not going to be there?
I will actually be on holiday in Malaysia.
Right. Okay.
So on Tuesday, the 19th of July, I won't be there, but I will be there for the next one, whenever it is.
Great. Okay. Well, if you can tell anybody in Malaysia that you see to join the Yolla session, that would be fantastic. We did have one lady who was, I think, from Trinidad at the last one. So where our message is obviously global, without a doubt. So please join up, guys, if you are interested in learning how to change things, fix things, make them better, and understand what's at the core of innovation. So Curry Club, AB Curry Club, the monthly event is going to be hosted this month on the 21st of July, Martha, if I'm not mistaken. And that will be hosted at the SME Centre of Excellence here in Ponteland. Not the last one, but the one before we hosted here, and it was a fantastic event. And we do believe that we have some interesting speakers on this occasion, Martha.
Yes, we've got two speakers. So they're both actually previous ABC Awards winners, which, just a side note, if you want to make any nominations, go to our website and make some nominations, please, for this year's awards. So our speakers, though, at the Curry Club are Mehban Sadiq from IET UK. So he's going to be talking about his charity and what they're doing, International Emergency Team UK. And the other speaker is Veena Soni. I'm sure many of you know her. And so if you want to come along to hear what they've got to say, sign up. We've got a link on our website, and we'd love to have you. There's also be some great food.
That's a really good intro to our guest speakers, Martha. I'm going to put you on the spot. Okay. I'm going to ask you to state 3 good reasons why AB Curry Club is a good thing to come to.
Really on the spot. Okay. One good reason is that you get to meet so many different people. So nice as well after COVID to come out and chat to people, meet people to talk about anything really. You never know who you're going to meet and what sort of connections you might make. Another reason, I've already mentioned the food, so I won't go to that again. Another reason is to come along and support people. For example, I've mentioned Mehban Sadiq with his charity, so he'll be there, so come and support them by finding out more about what they're doing. We had Faria Usman from Being Women. She spoke a couple of months ago. Their charity in Northumberland is doing some great work, so come along to support some excellent charities. And the third one,
I think you've done connect and support, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
You're looking for a promote.
Come and promote yourself with everyone who's here. Or if you prefer for your third reason, great curry.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's 4 reasons really, Martha. But
I know I
really
exceeded expectations.
Yeah. And certainly the connect, support, promote trilogy, if you like, or trinity of the power of 3 within ABC Asian Business Connections is very strong. Certainly, I've been going to curry clubs since late last year. Haven't missed one yet. I really look forward to them every month. As you know, I really like curry, and it's a fantastic spread that we do have here. But I actually really have appreciated the power of connection, of supporting and promoting, and the ambience that is exuded by people at the event, because there is so much positive energy. to really pick you up and push you forwards. We're not necessarily, kind of curing the world of the worst diseases at the Curry Club, but what we are doing is we are bringing people together with significant experience. It's kind of like a big, kind of like adult youth club, in my view, but with like some really, really bright people, really interesting people. I've learned so much that I didn't know existed in the world until I started to go into these events. And I'm proud to say that they are extremely inclusive events. The diversity of people that have spoken, from people in wealth management to people in the army to people who are running charities. There is a huge degree in wealth of knowledge, and I would hasten to bet that when you leave the Curry Club for the first time, you'll be coming back next time because you've had such a good, worthwhile experience, and networked and understood about the communities that we live in, and what's affecting them, and what things that are being done that are really great for people in general, within the ABC network. So they are kind of the main areas that I wanted to sort of talk about today, within what we've been discussing. And essentially, I'm going to stop sharing the screen now and go back to me and you, Martha, and really sort of wanting to kind of talk a little bit more about SME and the day-to-day stuff that goes on. I don't think many people really truly knew or know about what happens here on a day-to-day basis, and the kind of stuff that we kind of get to work with, because it's really varying, right, Martha? There's a lot of stuff in a general day at the SME Centre of Excellence.
Yes, definitely. We have I've already mentioned the virtual office and boardroom, and I think I wasn't properly listening before I joined, but I think Dan and Ammar mentioned the programs that we have on, the accelerator scale, pitching for investment programs. We have constantly new people starting programs, finishing programs. So we're currently actually coming to the end of our latest accelerator program with Digital City. So they have their demo day on Wednesday. So we've got 6 businesses who we've supported through the last 8 weeks, I think it is, with half term. 8 weeks through all the basics of building a business, from design thinking, customer development, law, IP, finance, finally to pitching on Wednesday. So they're going to be at Base Camp in Middlesbrough, presenting their pitches to a room full of investors, stakeholders, supporters. So yeah, it's great for them that they've completed this, and it's been great seeing them journey through it. What else have we got on?
So that's really the programs that you're talking about there, Martha, in terms of what amazing programs they are, and really that those programs are, I think what I was talking about earlier in terms of the core hub of Yola, in terms of the resources, the qualifications. They're the real sort of background core areas that have been put into Yola. And what, just in terms of the nature of the other programs, Martha, like I think you did one called Pitch Perfect, right? What was that? What was that about? Can you just...
So that was for businesses in Tees Valley. It was through Grow Tees Valley, basically who need to raise money and investment to grow, to fund their next business plan. So that was a program recently finished. They did a pitch. They did a virtual pitch actually, which is even harder, I think. And we did a 2-day residential at Hardwick Hall Hotel, sort of like intensive pitching skills, followed up by few workshops, one-to-one sessions, really refining their pitch before they can pitch to some investors, because there's so many venture capitalist firms, angel investors, even some like council loans and stuff like that that you can pitch for, that it's important to be able to present the information that they need, to know where you are, to have everything together for that. So the idea of that program was just to make sure that the people pitching, one, knew what to include in their pitch, their business was ready for it, but also to build their confidence, give them some practice pitching, and just a bit of support with their business plan. So that was really successful. They successfully pitched. We've had a few expressions of interest and stuff like that. So yeah, I think there's another cohort of that starting in a few months. Dates to be confirmed. But yeah, that's exciting.
So I just got a little bit more to say about the SME Centre of Excellence, just in general, in terms of you know, we talked about the offices and the virtual and registered offices. We talked about the programs with Martha in terms of, you know, how amazing the work is there, that we're working with several 100 businesses over the course of the last few years to really help them accelerate and grow their business. But really the core nub of some of the stuff that we also tackle at the SME Centre of Excellence is packages based around accountancy. So, you know, we're not all great with financial stuff and accountancy regulations and, you know, certificates and authorizations and, you know, end of year tax returns and all of that kind of stuff. We have a really good accountancy package here. So please get in touch if you'd like to understand a bit more about that. We also have our legal counsel on hand, and we are able to provide legal services if you need them. That doesn't just mean if you're in trouble, it means if you're trying to plan for the future and you need to get some legal advice in terms of what you're doing. And also we do marketing services as well as branding. And just to kind of really cut through the mystique of the marketing and branding world, I just wanted to highlight, you know, on this week's show that there is a difference between branding and marketing. And the two often get rolled together quite happily, but they are very different. And I just wanted to elevate a little bit more about the fact that the marketing packages that we offer are really intrinsically woven into your business. So when you come to speak to us, we'll do a discovery session. We'll understand thoroughly about your needs, and we won't try to sell you anything that you don't need. And we will provide you with a tailor-made bespoke package of options to help you promote and grow your business through the means of social media management, whether it's print, design and marketing, email marketing, newsletters. We can create all of those things and really help you to drive your business forward. The branding side, really on the other side of things, is a little bit more strategic. It's a little bit more about why your business is forming emotional relationships with your customers, and that they're the reasons why people keep coming back to you for repeat business, because of the experience that they have and the emotional bond that they create with you. And we can help you to do this as well in terms of your customer journey, in terms of building where you have positive touch points and positive experiences for your customers. And we can really try to bring both that branding and customer experience scenario together with the marketing functionality, and really drive what you do forward so that you can focus on actually doing what it is that you do best. I've just been prompted, Martha. We've got something hot off the press. Just bear with me a second.
Yeah, this is exciting.
So yes, I just wanted to say that we've been given something hot off the press. It is something that we did previously publicize, but we wanted to put a reminder out about the Masala Festival that's happening from the 18th to the 24th of July. Martha, I don't know if you've heard much about this or understand what it's about.
No, I haven't. What is it?
So it's a Masala Festival. It's over the course of I think that's looks like 6 days to me, and it's a mix of and blend of the finest South Asian cultural phenomenons, if you like. It's brought to us by Gem Arts, and of 2 years of online and some live events. This is going to be a really big one that everyone's really craving to go to. The whole Gem Arts Masala Festival is now in its 7th year, lucky number 7. And this is really a celebration of South Asian culture and creativity. So you can imagine everything from dancing, dress, attire, demonstrations, and of course, fantastic Indian and South Asian food. And, you know, we really want to push this. If you need to find out more about it, you can visit the Gem Arts website, or you can also look to ABC in terms of Facebook or LinkedIn, where we're promoting the collaboration with Gem Arts as a partner. And we really look forward to seeing you all at the event, which is coming very soon. So July, Martha, it would be fair to say, whilst you're in Malaysia, we're going to be super busy doing everything else, and you'll just be sunning yourself on the beach, basically.
Looks like I'm missing out on a lot.
You are, but I'm sure you'll have a fantastic time over there as well.
Definitely looking forward to it.
So yeah, that's a great thing. Get down to the Masala Festival, 18th to 24th of July, working with Gem Arts and ABC at Asian Business Connections, where we will connect, support and promote. Just finally, really to kind of run through things again, and I wanted to just correct the mistake that was made earlier in terms of the Bangladeshi Association flood appeal. So that event is happening on Wednesday, the 20th of July. Please get onto our website, get onto the Facebook page of the Newcastle Bangladeshi Association, look at ABC's social posts, and you will be able to find out exactly which restaurants are taking part in this event. All of the restaurants, as Martha said, which are spread, I think there's even one in Carlisle, if I'm not wrong, Martha, but all of the restaurants are on the website, and we have full contact details for you to reach out, book your takeaway. Some of these restaurants are eat-in. You can go there and buy a meal and help somebody who is struggling a lot in Bangladesh right now. So please, please go out and buy curry on the 20th of July, and you will be doing somebody some good and enjoying your food at the same time. So be fair to say that's pretty much all of the areas that we were planning to talk about today, Martha, on the show. And I think really one thing I wanted to kind of maybe talk about a little bit is just some of the stuff that we're hearing in the news at the moment, you know, and the stuff that's happening with the government and troubled times. And I just wondered, do you have any perspective on it? What are your feelings, Martha? How do you feel at the moment about, and this is an apolitical broadcast, I have to say, we are not aligned to anybody or anything in terms of our politics, but it's just getting a perspective. That's what I wanted to do, Martha, is just understand your perspective on what's happening.
Well, I think it's very complicated. Yeah, it's all very dramatic. It happened quite suddenly, but it seems like the government are getting themselves aligned, getting prepared for a leadership election. So we'll be getting a new prime minister soon, and yeah, hopefully everything will calm down and we'll be able to move forward. Obviously, there's a lot of things that we're trying to deal with nationally, internationally. So a government in turmoil isn't the best situation to be in, but I'm sure they're all aware of it, and they all want to do the best for us. So,
you know, I mean, I kind of start with where, you know, everybody has their own opinion, but actually, if there's one thing that Boris was, he was persistent.
Yes.
and sometimes persistently bad and sometimes persistently good, and everything in between. And I think the last few days has really sort of highlighted that in terms of his personality. And, I have to say that, regardless of all of the things that he has potentially fudged his way through, in many people's opinion, that's not my opinion, but, in terms of many people's opinion, there was an awful lot of stuff that he did get us through, rightly or wrongly, as well. And some of it was firsts, some of it had never happened before, and some of it I can imagine was extremely hard to reconcile and to deal with. And that doesn't excuse any of his behavior at all. I'm just making the point, there's two ways of looking at everything. And ultimately, I think the way that things have finished for him, I've got a great amount of respect for the way that he has now held up his hand and said enough is enough. But I also don't feel that there is anybody waiting in the wings with as much gusto in any party at the moment to deliver us from the problems that we have. And that is the great worry at the moment, is that the contest, for leadership should really be born out of what we need to resolve as a nation, rather than somebody's own personal desire to be the most powerful person in the nation, if that makes sense.
Yes, there's a lot of them that put their names forward already, I think. It's not going to be a simple leadership contest from what I can tell.
I'm sure there is, and I'm sure that Boris is not done yet, in terms of his persistence, and I feel that it's he's going to have a lot of sway on unfortunately, one way or another, with the people who are coming forward and what's happening right now in those areas. And I it's kind of, I don't know, you kind of want the adults in the room to pick up where we are and sort of settle things down, and make things go round again. I'm not quite sure whether or not we have a functioning government right now.
I don't know. No, but well, I guess in the scope of the last few years, 2022 has been not enough had happened yet, clearly, compared to 2020. Got to catch up.
Well, things can only get better without going down the road of the cost of living crisis. Things can only get better. So I think our time is virtually coming to an end, Martha, and I've really enjoyed it this morning, speaking with you and Ammar on the show. Again, ABC is really all about connect, support and promote in terms of each other, in terms of your business, in terms of your organization, your charity, your cause. So please follow us, get onto our website, abconnections.org, or you can also follow us on Facebook and on LinkedIn and Twitter, just on AB Connections. That's Connections with an X. So please look out for us soon on there and find out all the great stuff that we are talking about and promoting from an ABC perspective. Be really great to see you guys. Hopefully as many of you listeners as possible. Please come to the Curry Club and come and see us and come and join us on the 21st of July. That's if you haven't had too much curry from the night before, with the Bangladeshi flood appeal campaign that we are supporting also. But I look forward to seeing you all soon. And I believe we are just about coming to the end of the show.
Before we're cut off, I'm just going to do one more plug for ABC Awards nominations. The dinner is in October, but get your nominations in soon. Anyone you know who you think deserves a nomination, basically. You can nominate yourself if you want. No rules against that. We just want to celebrate as many people in the Asian community as possible.
How do you nominate, Martha? Just
Go to our website. So
okay.
abconnections.org with an X, as Dan said, and then head to the events awards dinner, and there'll be a link to nominate there. If you want to buy tickets, get in touch with us as well.
And tables as well. We've got tables
yes.
for this year's award, which are being readied as we speak. It's not too far away. What's the date of the awards, Martha?
It is the 20th of October. It's going to be at the Grand Hotel in Gosforth Park, same place it was last year. It was a great night. You can have a look on our website and our Facebook page for some pictures from last year.
There's a video, right, as well, Martha, on the website?
Yes, there is a video. So yeah, we'd love to make it even bigger and better this year. So yeah, join us for that. And we've still not been cut off yet. I'm
sure the news is coming. But it's been fantastic, everybody. We will see you next week. Take care for now and have a great weekend from us all here at ABC, AB Connections, Asian Business Connections. Take care. Over and out. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Spice FM 98.8 FM.
The race to become Britain's next Prime Minister is underway.